Hi, I'm Digital Femme and welcome to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to continue talking about my YouTube journey. And I'm specifically going to talk about the challenges I'm having in terms of content. So if you want to hear what that's all about, then continue watching. Hi, I'm glad you stayed. So this video is the 14th video of the 1-1-66-day challenge. And what that is I'm choosing to do one thing for 1 hour a day for 66 days straight. And I happen to choose creating one video for 66 days. Now, in terms of spending 1 hour on it, that doesn't really fly. So if you've seen my previous videos, you probably know that this is the third or fourth time that I'm addressing the topic of content. And the reason why I'm saying this is because when I started this channel back in 2008, and I also started another channel, I believe in 2009, called What's Up Android. That channel was riding on the Android movement when Google open sourced Android, the mobile operating system, and I would go to like tech related events and interview people. So that was like 11 years ago, and ever since then I haven't really been doing much with either channels. And you know, when I think about it, which I don't want to think about it, I could kind of like kick myself in the head for not, because imagine if I had continued doing what I had set out to do with the What's Up Android channel and with this channel. Of course, I would have improved my content. I would have the production quality would have been better. But that was 10 years ago, 11 years ago, guys. So if I had continued doing that, this channel would probably have been monetized already and I would be just like a legit YouTuber, but that didn't happen. So right now, I know I want to jumpstart this channel. I also want to jumpstart my What's Up Android channel, but you know what? I'm just going to focus on this one. And I realize that I am having challenges. Do I necessarily want to talk about technology? Yeah, maybe if I use something, or if there's something I need to say about whatever I'm using, then yeah, I'll probably do a video on that too. But there are so many tech review YouTube channels, and there are so many other channels because YouTube has been around for 15, 20 years. I don't even know. So for me to even think about putting up another tech review channel, I don't think so. And sure, people are going to say, well, sure, Digital Femme, you can do a tech review channel because it's you. You're going to have a different personality from everybody else. I know, I heard it all before. But you know what? In terms of technology, yay, but so I guess what's really been most important to me in the past 2-3 years has really been this awareness, self-awareness, mindfulness thing. And I don't mean meditation. I mean more or less really understanding why I react to certain things the way I do, why I get triggered, and how to not get triggered by external sources or even internal, like my own thoughts, or maybe feelings that I'm accustomed to feeling. So that's my go-to feeling when I'm presented by something that is a trigger, which I don't know that it is a trigger. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I get it. Then I probably lost you way minutes ago. But if you do know what I'm talking about and something that I'm saying resonates with you, then you're still staying and hanging on with me. So thank you for that. Then this message maybe is also for you. And it's not in terms of message. It's not like I have a message to give you. And all I've always wanted to do is just share. Initially, when I started the What's Up Android YouTube channel or the What's Up Android Twitter account, it was really to make Android developers laugh. That was my value proposition. To get on Twitter, have a website, What's Up Android, create little Android cartoons, because I knew that if you're an Android developer, if you're any type of developer, but I chose the Android developer niche market, then you're busy coding, you're busy thinking about the next app, or you're working on an app that you want to, get published on the Android store. Back then, I don't know, Android marketplace. And you need like a break. So I thought that if I could just do cute little Android cartoons that would resonate with the Android devs and kind of like identify them on Twitter and go, hey, look, check this out. What do you think of this? And that's pretty much how What's Up Android grew. So years after that, I noticed that I would still get Twitter followers, like after like 5 years, 6 years on the What's Up Android Twitter, and I wouldn't even tweet. I guess people would just search for it. And you know what? That really makes me think I really should get on the What's Up Android Twitter account again. And maybe that's another project. But I chose this Digital Fam YouTube channel because it was my first YouTube channel. And I just really want to make something out of it. So it might seem misbranded in terms of the title Digital Fam YouTube or whatever I called it. And then I'm here talking about mindfulness. So getting back to mindfulness. Yeah. Can we just all have a mindful moment right now? So in my last video, I was talking about not just content, but production value. And maybe I'm not saying it right, but okay, production quality. Do you have lighting set up? Do you have the 3-point lighting set up? Do you have like really good audio? Are you framed well in the camera? Do you have a topic that you really want to talk about? Did you write down the talking points and research the talking points? It's like when you have a YouTube channel, I get it. You are basically creating your own television show or YouTube show or online show. And do I really want that for myself? Right now, I don't know. All I know is I just want to get on again and use this channel and just share stories, whatever it says in that banner, share insightful, informative stories, because everybody knows stories are what connect us to each other. And I know right now with what's going on, everybody seems so divided. So here's the thing. All of us come from different countries, more or less. We have different cultures. And so the term racist, aren't we just one race? Like the human race? Unless, like the draconians or whatever it's called, the lizard people really are living among us. I don't know, that's a conspiracy theory, but whatever. So aren't we just really all one race, the human race? And why are we using that word to divide like cultures or color, whatever, because think about it. I used to be a nurse for 11 years, and way back when I was a nursing student, I had the opportunity to see an autopsy. And you even see that in nursing in the operating room. It doesn't matter what color you are, you still bleed red, right? It doesn't matter what status you have, kind of expensive brand names you buy or tout or wear. It doesn't matter what car you drive or house you live in. When you shit, and after eating like a steak and Caesar salad, your shit stinks. That's just how it is. All those things are so common in all of us. So, and I get it. I'm not naive to the issues that the media and people on social media seem to be focusing on. But really, can we just kind of not focus on the not so good aspects of being human and shift that focus on the good things about being human? I kid you not, if everybody just concentrated on taking care of their own feelings and not being triggered by anybody else's or being reactionary to what you see on the news or online or on your mobile phone or what anybody else says that passes by you in a grocery store, if everybody can just hold their own light, hold their own light of love, then honestly, all these issues would just really go away, right? To me, it's really so simple. It's not a societal, you don't need to do a social, psychological study on this. Just stop already and just take care of yourself. Take care of how you think, how you feel. And I know there's so many layers and levels and all that stuff. And there's counselors and there's hypnotherapists and blah, blah, blah. There's self-help books. I mean, Tony Robbins has been preaching it. Deepak Chopra, what's his name? Eckhart Tolle. or however you pronounce his name. It doesn't matter, right? It's Buddha, like Jesus, Christianity. It's really pretty much all the same. And it's like we still haven't gotten it. We still choose to be divided, whether we know it or not. So let's stop getting pulled and being part of a drama that we don't necessarily need to own. We don't. The only thing we own is our own thoughts and our own feelings. And sometimes, I kid you not, a lot of you, some of your thoughts and feelings aren't even your own. For some reason, you feel like you take on a cause or something just to feel like a part of something. Or to feel like if you don't have these feelings, then people are going to look bad at you. Like, really? Who cares? I'm not saying I don't care. Go ahead, like I can't wait to see all the types of comments that are out there. But think about it. Sometimes the ugliness of humanity is what you see online or is in the comments. It's like people just love to be triggered. They just want to find something to operate in a really low vibrational negative frequency. And okay, this is not woo-woo crap. This is like legit freaking real. And if you don't get that, then whatever, right? I don't really have anything to say for the people that don't get it. So obviously this type of content is not for you. But I know there are people out there that think like me. Absolutely, I know this. And I know that there are people out there that have been pulled into this drama, whatever's been going on for the past like months. And just everybody. So much for the content challenge topic, because obviously this video has taken its own course in terms of what I need to say. And the great thing about having a YouTube channel account, regardless of whether people come to see the videos, you get to, as a person, like personally speaking, I get to just like say stuff instead of writing it out in journal. And maybe if it just like, I always say this, and everybody's heard this before, not just me, but it's been said, if it's just one person that happens to see this video and finds whatever message it resonates with them based on their own filter perceptions and helps them in whatever way, then yay me. Because that's what it's really all about. Really. I mean, aren't we just here to just kind of like have fun, first of all? And like everybody we can reach our dreams and we can help each other. Okay, I know this is kind of like, oh, reach your dreams. Ooh, but no, really. Like if one person sees this video and whichever part of the video they feel a resonance with, and it helps them understand something or it motivates them to whatever, then I guess that's amazing for me, right? Whether or not they do subscribe. Because all these analytics, like it's like, oh my God, it's like it's too much. You got to do what's the analytics? A/B testing something. Are you doing? It's like, sometimes it's almost crazy. Sometimes you can't just be real anymore. Sometimes it's like people with YouTube channels, you got to be authentic. You got to be genuine. Yet at the same time, you're doing all these things to just up the ante of your YouTube channel. And I'm one of them. Like just the other day, I went out to our local camera store out here, and I bought a studio lighting. I bought like softbox, like 2 softbox lights with a stand and the whole schmoozle. And then I have another light, and then I bought like a smartphone rig, for vlogging outdoors. And then you should see the setup. I should like take a photo, and I only have a 400 square foot plus apartment. Like look at my, right? And then I have now. So, oh heck. And you know what? So here's another thing. one of the reasons why I also want to, like, I'm going to continue doing these videos, whether people watch it or not, is because I actually want to use this, number one, as therapy, and number two, to practice just being able to talk and getting my thoughts more concisely and just like bang. I used to do that when I was a nurse. Back then, I was also an infection control and employee health nurse for like 2 hospitals and 2 pediatric clinics and 1 rehab center. Oh yeah, it was like a lot of work, but it was so much fun. Like I must have lost incredible amount of weight because I would just be going everywhere. You're in infection control and employee health. And with those 2, every other week we would have like new hires for the hospital system. And I would always get, there would be like 2 days of orientation, and I think I would get the last day of orientation after lunch, like from 1 till 5 in the afternoon. I would have 4 hours to cover employee health and infection control with the new hires. And sometimes we would get like maybe 60 to close to 100 new hires every 2 weeks. But I would get on in front of like all these people and I would do my spiel. But what I loved about it is I not only talked about like, you know, what employee health does and how you can utilize the employee health department, which was me, or infection control and all that stuff to the hospital new hires. I would also interject like other things, like human things, like, and I loved it. And you know what? I'm not kidding you. I would always get raving reviews. HR would always come to me at the end of orientation days and show me the reviews of people, and they said, "Oh yeah, Carmen, you were like the favorite," and people were saying how, you know, after lunch and at the very end of orientation, everybody expected it to be just boring, but I was so entertaining and like I woke them up and yeah, I loved that. So I haven't done that since like, oh my gosh, like maybe like 15 years now. So I want to be able to transfer that type of energy that I had in a room every 2 weeks with like 60 to 100 people, and I want to transfer that on screen onto video. And I'm still having a challenge with that, because it's true, when you have somebody in front of you, or that's why these podcast interviews go really well, because you have an energy to feed off with, and it's not like you're just solo riding the content or the entertainment factor or edutainment factor of the video. You have somebody else that's kind of like sharing the responsibility and accountability for providing people with information and another type of personality or character that people can feed off of. So that's why I'm going to continue doing these videos, so I can harness that type of energy I had when I was doing orientation for new hires when I was a nurse. I guess, you know what? I should stand. Like I'm going. That's going to be probably a goal of mine. I'm going to set this state. Well, it's not a stage, but this space up where I could literally just stand and do it, because I'm pretty sure standing up and talking is where I get a lot of my energy from, instead of just sitting. That's definitely a thing. So that's what I'm going to do. This is the 14th video of the 1166-day challenge. And if you've been with me this far, then, oh my gosh, I've done something right. If you have, then please like and subscribe to this channel, because you never know what topic I'm going to come up with. And if anything, you can just like be part of my YouTube journey. So with that said, hope everybody has a great day. Bye.